Welcome to a Cardano price prediction. In this video I will give you long-term and short-term predictions for the price of Cardano. Today we are on the daily chart rather than the monthly chart, just so we can have a different perspective of this chart. Right now Cardano is in a second wave and in my opinion it has not bottomed yet, but it's very close to bottoming. As you can see, we got a new low after we got this low right here, and I predicted that this will happen. I am not sure if we will get another low, but in my opinion, this bounce right here is not really a bounce. So if we don't go up soon, then I will expect to get another low before bouncing back to the upside. For now though, I don't think the second wave is in. First, I need a break at least above the 49-cent level, then I will need a break above the moving averages, and then I need the RSI to go above this yellow line and test these RSI levels right here. If we change to the monthly chart for a second, we will see that on the RSI we actually went below the yellow line, which in my previous video I said that this might be very bearish if it happens, because in the previous cycle it did not happen. And in my opinion, this structure right here looked very similar to what's happening right now. But now I'm starting to change my opinion because we went below the yellow line and this did not happen in the last cycle. So I need the RSI to go above the yellow line very soon, because if it doesn't and if it keeps going down, then it's probably going to want to test these lows right here. And testing these lows might be very bad, considering we are in a bull market. But that's enough of the monthly chart. If we go back on the daily, we'll see that Cardano is pretty much on schedule. And right now, like I said, I will expect to go in a third wave. Now, before talking about the RSI and the price, I want to tell you that I have changed the prices of the trend-based Fibonacci extensions because, in my opinion, they were not accurate. These numbers should be accurate right now, and I quickly want to give you new predictions because the previous ones were not accurate. My bearish prediction would be testing this level right here at $1.41, actually $1.42, and getting rejected by it. If we get rejected by it and we go in a consolidation and then we test it again and we get rejected again, then it's probably going to mark the top of the Cardano bull cycle. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a possibility and we need to have it on the chart. Alright, now for a bullish price prediction. In my opinion, Cardano can go to the 1.618 trend-based Fibonacci extension, which is at $5.30, and it could also go to the 2.618 extension, but this will be a very bullish prediction. So let me just put these on the chart. Also, don't just take these levels as predictions, because of course the price is not going to land perfectly in one of these. The price might go over this line, for example, and it might stop going up right here or right here. Nobody knows. These are just areas you need to watch. Now let's look at the daily RSI. As we can see right now, we are oversold. Well, actually we were oversold and now we're starting to go back up. I want to look at what happened when we were oversold on the daily in the previous few years to see if we can find any pattern. As we can see, in April this year, the RSI went to the oversold territory and then got a pump of about 20% to the upside. Then before that, the last time it went to the oversold territory, it actually went up 13%, but look at what happened after that. And here as well, it went up 17% when it went to the oversold territory. This right here was very bearish. The RSI was at 19, and guess what happened after that? The price went up 72% in 34 days. I would not really call this being oversold. We were not quite oversold, but the RSI was very low. So we could say that this might have been oversold. And if we look at what happened when it was oversold, we went up 55% in 36 days. And here is another example. We were oversold and we went up about 70% in 56 days. And here as well, oversold, and guess what happened? We went up 33% in 8 days. Of course, we went down afterwards, but it was a bear market. Going down in a bear market is kind of normal. Then we were oversold in May of 2022, and guess what happened after that? The price went up 79% in 19 days. But let's check what happened before the bull market. As you can see, the price went to the oversold territory right here. And honestly, this chart right here looks very similar to what we have right now, even though the RSI here is a bit higher than right now. But let's look at what happened after it went to the oversold territory. So as you can see, it was below the yellow line, just like it is now. And after that happened, the price actually went up about 156% in 61 days. And then it did this, of course. So if this was to repeat, then we would get something like this. This would be a 160% increase, which of course would go very well with my prediction of this being a third wave. But let's look at what happened before that. Here we went to the oversold territory, we actually went to the 19 RSI levels, and look at what happened after that. The price went up 700% in 137 days. Of course, Cardano was new at that time, so these percentages are way higher than what we're getting right now, but this is a good indicator. But that does not really matter. What I want to show you is that the RSI can be a good indicator of where the price might go. And judging by its history, whenever the RSI goes to the oversold territory, the price tends to go up at least 15%. And it can even go up 160%, which might happen. Of course, this is not financial advice, I'm just looking at charts. You should do your own research, but in my opinion, this might actually happen. But before that, we need to get another low, or we need to start bouncing to the upside, because if we don't, then I expect another low before the third wave. Also, how low could the price go before this second wave becomes pretty much not a second wave anymore? Well, in my opinion, if we get to the 30-cent level, then I will start turning bearish. If we get there and we don't start bouncing up like crazy, then it's gonna be bad. I'm just gonna say it. But in my opinion, that's just not going to happen. Also, let me get rid of these things and let me look at ADA Bitcoin. As we can see, ADA Bitcoin is currently pretty much free falling. Here we went down about 66%. Before pumping to new highs. In this cycle, we went down 65%, which could mark a low for the ADA Bitcoin chart, and we could start pumping to the upside really soon, considering the RSI is also oversold and it's starting to bounce to the upside. Considering the RSI on this chart is also oversold and it's starting to bounce to the upside. Also, forget about Cardano for a second and look at what Bitcoin is doing. Right now, Bitcoin has been going sideways for almost 4 months now. And in my opinion, it needs to start pumping to the upside very soon. And if it does pump to the upside, then I expect coins like ADA, AVAX, DOT and the other coins to start pumping again. Because right now, altcoins are just bleeding against Bitcoin. And there's nothing to do about that. So yeah, if we don't see Bitcoin doing anything, then we will probably not see the altcoins do anything either. So right now, what you need to look at is the Bitcoin chart, not the altcoins charts. So yeah, at the beginning of the month, I predicted that Cardano will go up 100 and something% in June. And so far, I have been wrong, but there is still time for it to happen. If it does not happen this month, then I expect it to happen in July or August. If we keep going sideways for months, then I expect this structure right here to be something completely different and not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like I expected it to be. So yeah, for now we're looking good, but let's see what Cardano does if Bitcoin decides to drop as well. I will make sure to keep an eye on this chart and update you whenever something happens. Right now there's not really that much happening, so I cannot really give you daily updates because it's just going to be the same video over and over again. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you in the next one.